Hello everybody, StarCraft here for some more Squid 2 action, and this time it is gonna be game 3 between the teal, brown, and I know that's confusing, in the top right hand corner, and in the bottom left corner it is gonna be MKP as the yellow Terran over here. Now, I don't know if you guys dug that kind of melodic intro. Chances are you did not, as I'm kind of regretting it already. But if you did, please let me know. If you didn't, do not let me know, because don't let me know, because I have a beautiful voice and no one could ever say otherwise. Oh. But like I said, this is going to be game 3, so you guys can go ahead and use your super brain powers to work out that we are indeed tied at 1-1, baby, for this series, and that's what we like to see, which means we are viewing a cliffhanger right now, man. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn, recline your chair or seat back if that's a thing, if you do have one of those reclining chairs, because it is time to see who takes this series. Will it be MKP? Will it be Browntown? Only time will tell. Now, what we saw... Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen Game 1 or 2, shame on you for not watching series in order. But, you know, just go check those out. They were pretty sweet. And I'm about to spoil them. Spoiler alert. And what we saw in Game 1 was MKP going for some super early aggression, getting out that 7-minute Marines, and moving on in. As it was a Hana, smaller map, you do see that sometimes. And good thing for Browntown, he had enough sentries, man, so he force fielded all day. He held it off really nicely, and then he had his expansion up too long. MKP couldn't handle the macro and just fell behind. And what we saw in game 2 was MKP kind of doing the same thing, but 3 minutes later with a couple of medivacs, still being aggressive. And that time it did work out for him, as Brown teched up to Colossus pretty early and didn't have much of an army supply. Oh, repairing that SCV there. Nice little thing from MKP. Oh, this is the battle. Who will win? Oh, the pro, being a massive pussy, is going to pull out there. So it looks like Brown thought he was going to lose that epic battle. And this probe is doing a pretty good job of scouting and just kind of being a general nuisance, getting those shields back. And MKP going command center first, I do believe. Still no gas. Brown as well has his Nexus on the way, though MKP's expansion is going to finish up a bit earlier, but hey, oh, that's okay. Brown again just now getting his second gas and that cyber core. This is quite a big map, so this is, you know, if we're ever going to see a macro game between these two players, it'll be on this map. But something gives me the feeling it's not going to be a super heavy macro game, as aggression has been MKP's theme in this series. So we'll see what he pulls out of his magical bag of tricks that we all know MKP has and takes to every tournament with him. Although this tournament's still on the online stages, so he's gonna be chilling at home in Korea before he hopefully heads over to Paris, where the round of 8 and stuff will be held. If he gets through, and the Zealot's going to be chasing this SCV all day. Warp gate on the way, being chronoed on out. Nexus is finished, so he's not going to be transferring any probes over there just yet. Instead, going to be lining them up. This is what a lot of players do now, setting the rally point both over there, which just means, you know, you don't lose that mining time on transferring all those probes over, but your second doesn't get as saturated as quickly. Nice little concave here for MKP. MKP going to be denying any potential scouting, although Brown does have both of the Zalnaga towers double gas finally up, as well as the engineering bay. We'll see if he gets that one attack, or if he's just getting that engineering bay for funsies. Does have stim on the way as well. So pretty standard stuff here. I think what you see a lot of the time in the third game is either a massive cheese, or players just go for their most standard build possible because they really want to win the series. So this is kind of what we're seeing from both players. Go for it. Wait a second. Browntown, he's going to be pumping on 5 more gateways. So you go up to 6 gateways. He is definitely going for a lot of pressure right now. Go for some sort of 2-base timing. And MKP, is he going to be able to hold this off? He's just getting up 1 bunker now. Does not have a lot of production compared to those 6 gateways. Is getting the 1 attack. Getting up a factory as well. So he's going to be playing pretty standard, probably in a starport once that factory is done. And if Brown, man, hits the right timing, he could be putting on a lot of damage. He loves his sentries, likes to get them in, get them out early on, and I can't blame him there, because then they do have a lot more energy when you do finally engage. Already has his proxy nicely placed in the little bushes here. Don't know why I just paused the game there. And it's already going to start warping in units. So he is going for it, baby. This is like a delayed 4-gate, but actually a 6-gate. Chronoing those warp gates already. He's going for super aggression here. And if this does not work out, man, he's going to invest a lot of money into that production, into this army. And he's going to be way behind. So he's got to make it happen. And we shall see if he decides to take out these rocks to try and avoid that bunker. Or if he's just going to go ahead, pot a proxy right there. MKP does not know what is going on right now, as he does not like to scout too much until that he sends that factory on over. So Brown's going to be moving in with a lot of tickle cannons, a few zealots, and some stalkers as well. Force fields are going to be pretty key. Golden Shield goes down. This is it. Is Brown going to have enough to take it? It's going to go straight for that bunker. Force field's going down. So MKP does have quite a big army here. Stim is done as well. And tickle cannons don't do too much DPS. Got to keep in mind, does drop the supply depot, so he's got to be going for it. And Brown, realizing that he does not have enough units, as MKP does have a decent army supply, actually more of an army supply than Brown. So, Brown just being a bit too greedy there. He's going to drop down the Twilight Council now, try and tech up a bit. I mean, he does have a second expansion, so he's not out of it now, but I feel like he is going to be a bit behind, as that was kind of his thing, man. That's what he was going for. That was his plan, and it did not work out. Although I don't know what he was really thinking with that many sentries. I mean, sure, that's a lot of force fields. You got the Guardian Shield as well, but that's just not enough DPS in that army he had. So combat shields is going to be on the way for MKP, as well as concussive shells, which you don't always see the pros get. Brown only getting his forge now, so MKP is going to have a upgrade advantage already with the 1 attack, and he's going to be moving in, man, with these double medivacs, kind of what he did last game, but he's got marauders now, so we'll see. I mean, army supply is favoring him, but at a choke, Protoss is so good, and looks like Brown is going to just defensively stim here. MKP might just pick up his units here and jump on into the main. This is something you see a lot of Terran players do, but I don't know if he's going to do it. The observer here is going to be able to see that, though. I'm just going to chill on over there. And the factory going to be scanned. Oh, nice scan there. Does take out the observer, saying, "You want to observe me, bro? You want to observe me? Not today, my friend." This factory is going to be sizing up this army. But I feel like Brown, especially at this choke, does have enough to hold off here, especially with all those stalkers. So MKP might be a bit foolish to engage here, but we shall see. The robotics bait on the way for Brown as well, so he is going Colossus as every other game. Kind of sticks to his guns, finally getting that ground armor up, and that's what you kind of want in PvT. Is the ground upgrade before the attack upgrade. But MKP is going to drop down his 3rd CC right at the base right here, so he doesn't even need to build it in his natural, as he is pretty much denying Brown from having any map vision right now, forcing him into his natural, as you can see. Was the APM. Oh, Brown, 400 APM almost. That is crazy for a Protoss player. Notice the Stalkers up here going to be denying that Medivac drop if MKP decides to go for it. So it's kind of why he's not going for it right now. That means less units at the front. Brown even getting up a few cannons, so he's a bit nervous. Is finally getting out of Colossus here. And chronoing out that upgrade, as well as the thermal lance and blink. So he's taken out, but MKP, he's going to do it, man. He's going to go for a drop right into these stalkers. Oh, one medivac does get taken out with a few units, another one get taken out. But there are a lot of units here. Excuse me. The Immortal is going to come up, is going to get honed down, though. Force field's finally going down, but not really doing too much here, as the Marines have enough. Oh, now the force fields are going to start doing some damage right now, and we'll see if MKP has enough Kind of looks like he has, but there's a lot of energy on these tickle cannons and a lot of Guardian shields. Stim forward though, and the Stalkers are going to take it out. More units are warping in, a couple of Zealots. The Colossus is finally here though. That might just be enough to hold Brown in, but his supply is falling behind. He needs to keep this Colossus alive. Is going to be warping in more Zealots down here on the low ground. But Brown, MKP going to stim forward and go for the probes. The probes running right into them are going to try and get up on in this attack as well. Brown wants to stay alive. And these units are doing a lot of damage as there's 4 medivacs here to help them out. The cannon even going to be getting up on in this action. Colossus finally getting taken out. Ooh, a bit of messed up micro there from Brown as he needed to keep that Colossus alive. He's going to be getting up another one, but he does hold for now. But if we look at the overall resources lost, Brown is 2,000 resources behind at this stage of the game. It is not looking good. That third is up and running for MKP, who is going to be working on more add-ons, getting on more barracks, getting on those upgrades 2 at a time. And he's got the upgrade advantage, he's got the production advantage, he's got the base advantage. So Brown is definitely not looking good. He's got the work supply, almost 20 more workers. So if we take a little squizzle whizzle at that income, Brown is quite a few minerals behind there per minute. And MKP, I feel like, is just going to keep putting on the pressure right now as he knows he is indeed ahead. And that's what happens, man. If you get up those 6 warp gates, you go for it, you don't really do any damage, you're instantly behind. So I kind of feel for Brown right now. He was kind of the underdog going into this series, so I kind of was rooting for him. But at this stage, it looks like the cutie pie MKP is going to possibly take it if Brown doesn't do something. He does have a Dark Shrine on the way, so never count out a Protoss with a Dark Shrine. But this is a lot of medivacs. The Stalker's going to start scouting this out. Ooh, do blink away there just in time. Stim forward, not going to be able to chase those Stalkers down. I want to say yes, but MKP, he's going to go for it. He's 50 supply ahead. Or is he? Might decide to drop into the main. This time there are no Stalkers there yet. These Stalkers are going to move on up there. Oh, this has got to be close. The Stalkers want to get even closer right now. Brown does not know this is coming. MKP perfectly hiding away in his vision. Might actually back out here. That one Viking is going to be doing a bit of scouting. Pretty expensive scout there though. And is Brown going to drop down a 4th here? I mean a 3rd. We will see. These 2 Marauders, what are you guys doing? Was that a bad rally point or what? As a freebie for Brown, as Husky would say. But MKP, he's already got these 3 bases up. He's got these additional production. He's just going to stick to his bio, pumping out 4 Marauders at a time. Already working on 3. And what are Brown's upgrades looking at? Oh, he's getting out the 2 ground. He's already got the 1-1. So, he's quite a bit behind in the upgrades. Is getting up his 3rd. Now, supply is, almost 40 supply behind. He does have a few Colossus, though. Is churning out an Observer. Now, that's going to be insane DPS. Imagine if Observers could do damage. That would be the most OP unit in the game. That is for sure. Ooh, these Stalkers are going to be sussing out this bio ball right now of MKPs, but there's a lot of medivacs, a lot of Marauders, man. And we'll see, MKP is working on a 4th CC as well. He's probably going to wait for that 3-3 to be done before he moves in here. Cannot blame him as he is pretty much maxed out. Brown has not even saturated his 3rd, which hasn't even finished. MKP getting up his 4th. Oh my gosh, Brown. What are you going to do, Mr. Brown? Oh, he's got a Templar Archives. He's got that Dark Shrine done now. So, I mean, he's not out of this yet. If he could get up Storm before MKP engages here, he'd have a pretty good chance. But I don't know if he can. Might be just using that for Archons for now. As he has a bit more gas than minerals. It's going to be transferring a few probes now. But now he can't just chill up at that choke point because he has to defend his 3rd as well. So MKP knows that, and he might just go for it right now as his army supply is 40 ahead. Here we go. Is this going to be it? Oh, MKP is being a bit timid right now, but here we go. MKP does engage. Those Vikings going to start holding down these Colossus. Brown needs to keep them alive. Oh, nice concave here from MKP, and Brown is not getting the engagement he wants. His army is falling. His supply is plummeting. Even mules being dropped down. And that Immortal's going to fall as well as the Archon. And there is the GG from Brown, or the GG as it was in caps. So, Brown, I mean, he went for that early engagement. He lost, and they kind of put him behind. And that's what happens in StarCraft. When you get behind, it's so hard to come back, especially at this competitive level. I mean, he did have a Dark Shrine. He didn't really use it, though. He had a Proxy Pylon down here. Could have warped it in and done some harassment. There is a wall in here. But anyway, a pretty sweet game. A pretty awesome series. I gotta say, I've missed PvT in general. If you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe. And yeah, that's all from me. I'll see you guys later.